Hey, Wellmug World Entertainment, and as we know, they're making a Knight Rider movie, which I've covered. There's been no new information as regards to how far along they are, or what their plan is with that. However, this headline showed up, and I went, oh, this is interesting. David Hasselhoff's 4-part action series getting new release ahead of movie adaptation. And I was like, what the hell is this about? So, what is it? Well, it's called Knight Rider Declassified. It's not actually a series or anything. It's a new documentary that has been done. Now, as far as I'm aware, and through this article, it says it's up for pre-order. That you can pre-order. So, I don't know whether this is going to be released in, like, on maybe YouTube or on some streaming or something like that. I don't know. It's a 5-hour documentary. Now, when we read this article, the headline makes no sense. That's what confused me about it. I think what they're meant to say is David Hasselhoff's 4-season action series. But, because Knight Rider went for 4 seasons. But the part that I don't understand as well is it's saying getting new release ahead of Knight Rider itself is not getting a new release, unless you're talking about, of course, the 4K which is coming out. But the way it's worded here, it would seem like it's being re-released on TV. That's not the case. So it's a very confusing headline for what the actual story is. But let's have a look anyway. By the way, there is a trailer for this. I can't actually show the trailer because, well, the official trailer is 14 minutes long. Yeah, you heard that right. 14 minutes long. And then there's another trailer that's been kind of a cut down version, and it's 6 minutes long. So we definitely can't look at the trailer. I'll put a link to its YouTube in this, so if you want to go and find it, you can. But it's saying here, a David Hasselhoff classic is about to roar back to life with Knight Rider Declassified. Hailing from Battlestar Galactica creator Glenn A. Larson, the original Knight Rider series starred Hasselhoff as Michael Knight, an undercover LAPD detective who was saved by billionaire Wilton Knight from a near-fatal gunshot wound to his face. Now, I'll actually finish this and I'll swing back to that because there's elements of this he gets wrong here. So, given a new face and identity after the surgery, Michael's brought aboard Knight's new public justice team, Foundation for Law and Government, aka FLAG, and utilizes the AI-powered Pontiac Firebird Trans Am Knight Industries 2000 kit for a variety of cases. Going back, Wilton Knight, I don't remember Wilton Knight being the person who brought him in. And he does take... Michael Knight is not Michael Knight. He was someone else. The guy gets shot in the face, gets surgery, plastic surgery, has no memory, he has amnesia and wakes up. And they tell him, Knight Industries tells him, your name is Michael Knight. They made him the original Michael Knight who was killed. So that is a bit wrong as far as I can remember. But anyway, it's saying here, but by the way, a bit in this part gets a little wrong as well, saying, also starring William Daniels as the voice of Kit, Edward Mulhare as flag leader Devon Miles, and Patricia McPherson as chief technician and Michael's love interest, Dr. Bonnie Barstow. That's wrong. She was never a love interest of Michael's. So I don't know why that's in there. So the show saw a generally mixed run during its 4-season tenure on ABC. Critics at the time were generally dismissive of the series, while facing intense competition in ratings from Dallas and MASH. While cancelled after 4 seasons due to declining ratings, Knight Rider has since developed a cult following with a variety of new takes in the 40 years that followed. So, as a new movie adaptation of the sci-fi action series continues development, Joe Blow has released the official first Knight Rider Declassified trailer. The video offers the first proper look at the 5-hour documentary, taking a look back at the classic series, while also featuring new, never-before-seen interviews with the cast, creators and crew, including a look at the creation of the iconic AI-powered vehicle kit and the show's ongoing legacy. So you're going to see these never-before-seen interviews and stuff, which I think is quite interesting. So featuring interviews with everyone from Hasselhoff himself to fellow stars Daniels and Rebecca Holden, writers Stephen E. D'Souza, and Hannah Lewis Shearer, and a variety of directors and original stunt coordinator Jack Gill. The Knight Rider Declassified trailer certainly showcases plenty of the time spent on the film, as the producers also revealed in a statement to Joe Blow they spent 3 years working on the documentary, including recreating the show's iconic opening sequence of Michael driving Kit across the El Mirage dry lake bed, doing so with 8K cameras. So one notable thing the documentary looks to be doing to help highlight Knight Rider's legacy is including interviews with creatives and stars of some of the other iconic action shows from the era. The most notable are those of Tom Wopat, I think is how you pronounce it, John Schneider and Catherine Batch of Dukes of Hazzard fame, aka the original Daisy Duke, whose car-based action clearly had a big influence on Hasselhoff's sci-fi series. I wouldn't say that. With some of Declassified's cast still under wraps and mentions made of the likes of the A-Team and Fall Guy, it seems possible that Lee Majors, Heather Thompson and others could make appearances, which I think is interesting. So basically they'd be talking to people about, your shows were out at the same time as their shows. Do you think you influenced them? Did they influence you? That sounds what that kind of stuff would be. So the timing of Declassified's trailer and release comes at an interesting time for the Knight Rider franchise as a whole. For starters, it comes on the heels of another documentary subtitled Behind the Wheel, having released in 2025 as part of the 4K Ultra HD remastered box set for the complete series, which by the way still isn't on Amazon. At least over here it's still not on Amazon. Much like its predecessor, Declassified is going to be getting a very limited release, with WheelhouseTV offering a variety of pre-order levels until August 2nd, much in the way of a crowdfunding campaign, with each including the documentary's Blu-ray, while higher levels include specialized merchandise and being named in the credits. There's t-shirts and all that type of stuff. So even more present is it coming ahead of the Knight Rider movie that's currently in the works. After a variety of stalled attempts, it was announced in August of 2025 that Universal is teaming with Cobra Kai creators to make this reboot happen. So no further updates have been shared thus far on the upcoming film, but Knight Rider Declassified's upcoming release is sure to go a long way to help further boost interest in its development. Now, as you can see there, it doesn't say anything regarding does this thing come out on TV or anything like that. Will it be available to watch on YouTube or some streaming, or is it just this exclusive Blu-ray that you have to buy? And if that is the case, where can you get it? Like, well, it says here WheelhouseTV is offering, but I don't know whether you get that outside of the US or anything. So hopefully it gets available for everyone really around the world, even though it says a limited release. Well, it actually says very limited release, but I would be very interested in seeing it. I wouldn't mind sitting down and watching the Knight Rider Declassified documentary. I think it would boost interest in the new movie and stuff, but then again, at the same time, would it have the other effect of it pushes people to say, no, we want Hasselhoff in the new movie or something? Don't know. But what do you guys think of a new documentary, a 5-hour documentary based on Well, it's not based on, it is Knight Rider. It's going to show us never before seen interviews and stuff like that. So it sounds like it's interesting, but would you guys buy it? Would you be interested in it? And does it get you more curious about what's going to happen with this new movie that's going to happen? Let me know in the comments. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.